Hello, everyone, and welcome to another amazing episode of the Client Spotlight series. I have a really special episode today because I have my client Helena here who is going to share with us how she went from 20K months to 50K months and signing five-figure clients every week inside the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. So, Helena, introduce yourself, what do you do, who you are, and what you do, please.
Hello, my name's Helena. I am a subconscious success coach. I help leaders and entrepreneurs who suffer with self-doubting, overthinking spirals to have more emotional freedom, abundance, and success.
So good. Okay, so here's what I love about this. Most people think, oh, I can't charge premium for helping people with this more mindset intangible things. And so I can't wait to hear what happened inside Magnetize that helped you create these amazing results. So tell us what inspired you to join Magnetize in the first place. Where were you at in your business? What were kind of the symptoms that you were experiencing back then?
Yeah, it's a great question. So my business before Magnetize and Monetize, I was doing well. So I had like a word of mouth boutique business and I was kind of cruising along, attracting clients. But I didn't have a social media presence. Like all of my business was coming just very localized, word of mouth. And I knew that to get to the next level, I had to do something different.
Yeah.
And so I knew that the next stage for me was learning about my message and learning about how to write really, really good content.
Yeah.
So that was in my space at the time. And I was like, how do I do that? How do I learn? And I literally went out to friends who were writers of mine and I was like, I don't know do you know how I learn how to write? Like, I don't know how to write content. And they were like, well, no, I don't know. I don't know how you do it. Just do it. So I knew that was the next stage for me and my business was going well, but it was very localized. And yeah, I was not attracting premium clients. I didn't have the mindset of a premium coach before I joined the mastermind.
Wow. Okay. So tell us what happened. Why did you decide to join specifically this mastermind? Anything that pulled you over the edge that you were like, yep, that's the one for me?
Yeah, it was really learning how to write magnetic copy.
Okay.
That was it. I literally I was like, how do I do this? And then a few days later, you popped up into my inbox and the mastermind was just there. And I was like, oh my goodness, I just read myself into it. And I was like, this is exactly what I had been looking for. And then, of course, I watched a few of your awesome spotlight interviews. And I was like, yeah, okay, done. I'm in. This one's for me.
So good. Okay, so let's talk about the things that you actually did once you joined. What happened? Sounded like you made your money back within the first month. Then you had now you're in your second 50K month. So what was the first thing? What are the kind of like three-ish things that you did in order to get to this level?
So the first thing I did was really learn from you. So it was those tweaks, like actually just being in the energy of a premium coach is phenomenal. And I have to say, for anybody that's really thinking that this is where their business needs to go, like you have to do it because it's all those tiny nuances. It's nothing like I can't even pinpoint that if there was something major in being in your energy, but it was just listening to how you talk about things, listening to how you frame things, listening to what you're available for and what you're not available for. That was a key one for me. Okay, what are you not available for? And then just applying that to myself and going, okay, I can have those very same boundaries and I can step into that very same space. So that mindset piece was absolutely crucial for me.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
What else?
And the next thing was really copy. So you have an incredible copywriter who, Parmees, who works who helps you in the mastermind, and learning how, and like she does copy tweaks all the time and you're able to send in your stuff, which is phenomenal, but actually learning how she writes. So the
Mm.
way she does things is that you can get inside her head so that then you can actually learn how she would format things, why she would put things where, like what is that bias psychology that
Yeah.
she understands. And that has just been so powerful to really, really like get inside her head and learn the inner workings from a really amazing copywriter.
Oh, so good. You could not have said it better. I'm like, take the mic, do the interview. This is so good. You're explaining it so well. And I have no other words but to say stamp of approval. And I agree with everything you said.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said the mindset was just being around the energy of what it looks like to be in a premium coaching container, which people don't notice how much that in itself it's already worth $10,000, because even if you're starting out, if you're a 5K months or 10K months, whatever, and you want to elevate your container, even if you're not about raising your price but raising your delivery and the way that you show up for your clients, that you show up for your business, the types of boundaries that you have, just going through Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, even if you are asleep at the wheel, you will get upgrades because of the way that you'll experience what a premium container looks like inside in the delivery. And that's the best way to actually charge a premium price, when you know yourself what it looks like to deliver on a premium level, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So good. Okay. So being in the energy, and then your copy, and then anything else that really helped you get to that level of 50K months.
Elevating, as I said, it was the big mindset piece and elevating myself so that I could then attract the premium client. So elevating the type of client. A
Mm-hmm.
massive thing for me was letting go. So really allowing myself to let go of some of the clients who've been
Mm-hmm.
wonderful, but actually weren't going to join me on this next stage of where my business was going. And so elevating that client who I was speaking to and just being able to attract that premium clients who wants to buy at that next level, which I wasn't doing before because I wasn't speaking to them in the right way.
Right.
I wasn't kind of positioning myself in the right way, and I didn't have the confidence to really own my pricing and what I did.
Right. And so now you feel like you can say the price to people. And how do you feel when you say it?
Oh my goodness, that has shifted completely. Now my pricing is just is just what I do. And it is just and it's almost, for me, it's like, and then I can see the trajectory up and way past this as well. So
Mm.
this has just been the next stepping stone for me. So I feel completely at ease and confident in my pricing. Just the going through, there's a module in the course which is all around kind of how you feel more confident in your pricing and selling. And that was gold for me, really learning how I could sit in objections, because I had a ton of money stories before. I didn't realize until I started the course, actually, I did kind of know, but how I used to be so tentative around stories, and the minute people didn't want to pay my pricing, I used to just shut down the conversation because I wasn't comfortable having it. And so being in the container just gave me the comfort to own it and to sit with it and to sit with my clients and to coach them in that space, which was something I had never done
Mm.
before this container.
So good. So how do you feel about sales now? Like, do you feel like holding that space for people is pushy, or how do you feel about it?
Oh my goodness. I've started really enjoying it. I started really just enjoying being in the space of feeling comfortable with my own stories around money and their stories around money. And it is such a freeing, liberating place to be
Yeah.
when I don't feel like it's coming to that icky part of the conversation. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to shut this down. What are they going to say? It's like,
Right.
oh my gosh, this is the expansive part of the
Yes.
conversation where I get
Yes.
to sit there with them and I get to hear that place that I used to be at, which is where they are now, which
Mm-hmm.
is all of the ickiness and uncomfortableness they feel around money. And I get to hold space for that. Yeah. And it actually feels like a real privilege to do that for them now. And I never imagined that going through this container, I would get to a place where it felt like a privilege to be able to hold space for other people's money stories.
Oh, that is it. That is so good. This is the whole point. Oh my God, I love this. And I hope everyone who's listening, they get that the only job we have as a coach on a sales call is just to hold space, and that is a privilege because people don't ever talk about money with their partners, with their anyone. It's such a shameful thing to invest in ourselves because we're not taught how to do that. And so this is the best place when you're in a sales call, is the best place for them to be able to process that with you. And inside Magnetize and Monetize, we give you the process, the tools, the ability, the coaching capacity for you to hold that space and know what to say and how to say it in a way that feels really healing for them, to have your presence and being able to be witness in their whatever's coming up and not feel shame around it, not feel bad about it, but being witness and in the transformation just on the call. The call is so healing the way that we teach it, of course. So thank you so much for sharing that, Helena. That was amazing. Okay, and so tell us a little bit more about what the calls feel like so that people understand what it feels like to be inside of the container. What is it like to be coached by me?
So I always make sure that I show up and I have some of your time each and every week, because I am really invested in making this a really worthwhile investment for me. So I love it. There's just an amazing group of women, and in ours it is just women, that you have gathered together, that support each other, that hold each other. And then every single week I get to bring something that is going on for me that I get live coaching on.
Yeah.
And so it is so powerful to know that every single week I have that option available to me.
Yeah.
So if anyone's considering it, I would say make sure you have something to bring every week, because it is so powerful to be able to have your time and to get those upgrades. So it has been just a really beautiful, powerful experience to watch how you coach as well. Mm. I'm always watching the how people do things. Yeah. How do you write copy? How do you coach? Like the how behind that.
Yes. So good. And everybody watching, know that you have plenty of time. Like, you get my coaching. This is not just me teaching and you listening. We get in there, we get you coached up. There's no rush. I'm not like, okay, time up, let's go. I really sit with everyone's question and we go deep. And I just know how to coach in a group container in a way that's going to impact everybody. So you won't feel like a number. You won't feel like it's not relevant to you. I make it relevant to every single person. And we go really deep in the coaching. So thank you for sharing that, Helena. Okay. And so what would you say to somebody who's thinking about joining but is on the fence?
I would say just do it, because it has, in my second, I think it was my first month, I made my money back in the container. And so that's the most thing. That's why people sit on the fence in most cases, is, am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to make my money back? If you are committed and if you want to learn, then absolutely just do it. There are phenomenal coaches in there who you get to learn all of their tips, their tools, their mindset hacks. And that is it's just worth gold. Like, I will be taking stuff from this for like forever.
Yeah.
Just the hacks that I have picked up. So I would say just do it.
Oh, so good. Oh my God. Well, thank you so much, Helena. I just admire you so much for being the woman that you are, committed to you, to your business. You wake up at 6 a.m. for our calls, and every single week. And I didn't even know until you just told me before. You didn't make a fuss about it. You're just so committed. And of course, this is why you get the results that you get in your business, and your clients are just so lucky to have a coach like you. So honored to be your coach and be in your corner. And so for everyone who's watching, where can they find you?
So they can find me on Instagram at Helena Rose Day, or my website, www.helenaday.com. Subconscious Success Coach.
So good. All right. Anything else that you want to share for anyone who's watching, or anything that's been on your heart that you wanted to share with everyone?
Um, I just want to share that there are really phenomenal, really phenomenal coaches in the container. Just Tavona, you, Parmes. So it is access to all of these people that you get. It isn't, Juliana's incredible on her own, but it isn't just her. And she also brings in an energetics coach who is phenomenal as well. I have been blown away by almost the gifts that come into the container, which, you don't prepare yourself for, because I'm not even going to share them all because I don't want to spoil it for people. Yes. But the things which are unexpected, which happen throughout the container, which are completely more than I was expecting. So it's kind of, you get a holistic upgrade. It's in all areas, energetics, mindset, techniques, tools. So yeah, it is in all of those areas.
So good. Thank you. I'm so glad you shared that. That was so good. We do. And we do save some of it for surprises. But that's why, we only take people who are willing to trust themselves in this decision. And so if you're watching and you know that you want that multidimensional support, you want the nitty gritty strategies, the systems, the practices, the copy upgrades, like you want the tactical stuff, but you know that you also want the mindset support and the energetic expansion. We give you literally energetic hygiene tools so that you clean up your energy, so that you're more available to attract more clients, so that all the success can really land with a lot of ease and a lot of grace, so that you're not sabotaging your 50K months and you actually have consistency. So if you are craving that kind of support, I want to invite you to apply right now to the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. I will review your application. And believe me, if I give you a yes, it's because I'm a hell yes to you, because I want you to be just like Helena, another amazing testimonial. We only have testimonials here in this container. And so if I give you a yes, know that it's because I fully trust that you're going to crush it. If I say no, it's because I want to be in full integrity with my decision, and I'm not going to invite people that I don't believe that are going to absolutely be raving about it, because I want testimonials all around. I want people who are happy and fully satisfied all around. And so just know that if you have my yes, it's because I'm 100% a yes to you. And I can't wait to see you inside the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. So go ahead and apply. And Helena, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, darling.
Of course. All right. I'll see you guys. Mwah. Bye.